Browns 17 of 27 is what they have allowed on third down conversions. John Johnson talked about the struggles. It has to get better. Here's John Johnson about Browns' struggles on third downs.
Yeah, I think we just got to understand the situation. You know, every team has a menu. You know, say it's third and 2 to 6. They're going to run a certain type of plays. You know, 3rd and 7 to 10, they're going to run a certain type of plays. So I think we really just got to lock in on what the team is trying to do to attack us, you know, that specific weekend. I think as we move on, we'll get better at that, and I think we you know, ultimately we'll be great at that. I think we're moving in the right direction. We just got to find our rhythm. You know, guys got to be out there together. We got to play off of one another. Everyone has to really lock in and do their job. You know, each 1/11th has to do their job, and I think we're moving in the right direction.
And again, third down, John Johnson alluded to it with kind of understanding what teams are trying to do against you. That's half of stopping them. They got to get better at it. That's you know, 40% is bad, and they're well over 50, probably over 60.
Yeah, it's been ugly, and I think Johnson alluded to it a little bit there. There is still some coordination going on between these guys, and honestly, he's a little bit responsible for it, because in the Houston game especially, there were times where I didn't think that John Johnson was where he needed to be at the time he needed to be on third downs. And I'm sure he's a guy who will definitely point the finger at himself. He's an accountable leader. But it does come from – they will get better with it as they improve their chemistry and they understand how guys react. The constant shuffling at linebacker doesn't help. It's difficult for safeties when they don't know who's going to be playing in front of them and what's going to happen. Like Malcolm Smith plays a very different style of game than Mac Wilson does and Sione Takitaki does. And learning how each of those guys, the intricacies of what you have to do to react off of them, is something that Johnson is going to get better at. It's something that Ronnie Harrison is going to get better at. And then he inject Grant Delpit in there, who's a bit of a wild card, and that we don't really know exactly what he does well just yet. We're getting a pretty good idea pretty quickly, but it's going to get better. But yeah, it has to get better, because you cannot continue to give up. Even like you said, a 40% rate is not good. You got to get down to that rate. You got to get there quickly, because if you can't get off the field, that's less opportunities for your offense to score. It wears your defense down, means you're vulnerable to more injuries on your defensive side of the ball. We don't need any of that already. So yeah, he's right out here. They've got to get better at it soon.